Well, folks, we got a couple stories for you today dealing with two of Nintendo's biggest franchises. Of course, we're talking about Pokemon because this week, Thursday, we have a Pokemon Presents and we have a brand new rumor surrounding a reveal of a game at that Pokemon Presents. But setting that aside, and what might be more exciting for some of you non-Pokemon fans is Mario's 40th anniversary. And we have another rumor. I stress the rumor part around Mario's 40th anniversary. And this part of the rumor deals with Nintendo Switch 2, so there will be a Switch 2 sort of thing here. But before we do that, let's dive into the thing we actually know 100% for sure is happening, and that is the Pokemon Presents. And before we do, just remind you, we're on a road to 150,000 subscribers. If you're enjoying all this news, I'd appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. And let's go ahead and go over to Tech Crawler over here, who says Leaker supposedly teases a new Pokemon multiplayer game ahead of the Pokemon Presents with a cryptic image. So scroll down here, it says a leak has emerged ahead of this week's Pokemon Presents, which will take place on Pokemon Day, February 27th. It is expected that we will get a major reveal of Pokemon Legends ZA, possibly along with details about a 2025 Pokemon game starters. So I'm assuming it's the starters for the game, right? But that's not all. There could be more surprises in store, including an announcement of a new multiplayer game. These blank spaces, by the way, are due to ad blocks, so you're welcome. Pioro, a Nintendo leaker, posted a picture of a synapse on social media, which might be a hint. Why a synapse? Well, last year, a Game Freak data breach revealed files related to a game called Pokemon Synapse, which also described as a new multiplayer Pokemon spin-off. According to the leaked info, the game is being developed by both Game Freak and ILCA. And here it is. Potential huge leak. Known leaker Piotr has posted a picture of a Synapse. As you may know, Synapse is a code name of a new multiplayer spin-off game developed by ILCA and Game Freak, potentially being revealed this week. Now, the thing is, we don't actually know what this game is outside of the multiplayer aspect, but it's important to note that while the leak seems to point towards a new multiplayer Pokemon game, it's still speculation. Piero has a track record of being right sometimes and wrong at others. He's right way the hell more than he's wrong. He's only wrong like twice. So it's hard to say for sure. Still, the idea of a new multiplayer game isn't far-fetched, given that Pokemon Go and Pokemon TCG Pocket have done well, even though traditional multiplayer titles have struggled to take off in the past. At the time of writing, there's been no official comment from Nintendo, Game Freak, or ILCA on the matter, because of course not. They literally have a Pokemon Presents this week, and it's unclear if they ever will. We'll keep you updated if anything happens. Pokemon Synapse might be exactly what fans have been hoping for in terms of traditional multiplayer experience, but only time will tell. And again, it's not a game we know a ton of information from the Terra Leak other than it's multiplayer, it was in development. Okay, cool. So we'll have to wait and see. If I had to guess, it's probably a Switch 1 game, and it's probably intended to come out this year to kind of pair alongside Pokemon Legends ZA. That is just my guess, of course. I know some people are going to speculate, oh, maybe it's for Switch 2, but we have to remember that Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, they're always late to the party when it comes to new hardware from Nintendo. So I would suspect that this is obviously a Switch 1 game and just going to be something to pair along with, well, obviously Pokemon Legends ZA this year. So we'll see what happens, of course. I know a lot of people out there are hoping for more Pokemon remakes or remasters and all that. Black and White seems to be one tossed around pretty often from fans. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, Generation 10 was in the Terra Leak as well. That's supposedly going to be holiday next year, at least based on what was in the Terra Leak from last year. But, you know, things could change. Who really knows? Other than the Pokemon Company, Game Freak, and Nintendo. That being said, that's pretty exciting stuff. I'm not the biggest Pokemon knowledge base over here, so I can't really give much more thoughts than just that surface level stuff. But what I can give some thoughts on is the Mario franchise, because look, it is the 40th anniversary of Mario this year. That means next year is the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. We actually just had on February 21st, the 39th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. Fun little fact about that. Anyways, I want to actually talk about the 40th because we have a new rumor popping up. And again, I have to stress the word rumor, but it's still fun to talk about because I do think something's going to happen for Mario's 40th. I just don't know what, and maybe this is it. So, new Super Mario games could be coming to Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Now, no shocker there, right? 3D Mario, Mario Kart, those are the ones we expect, right? So, okay, so why are we even talking about this? We already expect that. Well, let's get into it. So, it says, Nintendo fans may have more to look forward to than just a new Mario Kart on the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2. Only a handful of games have been confirmed for the new console, pretty much indie titles. Fresh rumors suggest that multiple Super Mario titles could be in development for release this year. This speculation comes from an important time. This speculation comes at an important time. 2025 marks the 40th anniversary of Super Mario Bros., which first launched in 1985. While Mario himself first appeared in Donkey Kong in 1981 and starred in Mario Bros. In 1983, it wasn't until Super Mario Bros. That he became the face of Nintendo. So far, Nintendo has been quiet about any major anniversary celebrations, but a rumor from Instagram user Mr. Nintendad hints that something special is in the works. The post claims that Nintendo is planning a Super Mario 40th anniversary project alongside the Nintendo Switch 2. So here it is. This is obviously just an image that the fan made, Nintendad. Again, he's saying that he's the source. Everyone is focused in Switch 2. However, rumor is that Nintendo's also working on Mario's 40th anniversary celebration as well. What do you think Nintendo will do for the 40th anniversary? It's kind of interesting because he's saying that he's the source. Now, I want to give just a couple thoughts here, and this is no offense to Mr. Nintendad. I don't know who he is. I've had a few of his rumors linked to me, and I've never covered him before because none of them had come true, for starters. Now, he'd only been doing the rumor thing for a few months, so it hasn't been time for a lot of this stuff to come true. But also, they seem very random like this. Like this one's just saying, hey, while we're talking about Switch 2, Nintendo's actually working on stuff for the 40th anniversary of Mario. And then when Nintendo does do something for the 40th anniversary, he can go, see, I knew, I had a source. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't tell us what is happening. You know what I'm like? There's no exact details here. It's just saying Nintendo's going to do something. Man, what a big prediction that Nintendo is going to do something for Mario's 40th anniversary. The literal mascot of the whole company. No. Are you kidding me? They're going to do something? Like, of course they're going to do something. Mario Kart 9 will probably be touted as part of that celebration. The new 3D Mario will probably be touted as part of that celebration. Maybe they even do something crazy. And I don't know, do we call this crazy? But I could see for Nintendo Switch 1, because again, those two things I just talked about are for Switch 2. Switch 1 has to get something. How would folks feel if they released Mario Galaxy 2 HD and or Mario Galaxy 2 like remake or remaster, and they charge like $60? How would people feel about that? Because remember, we had 3D All-Stars for the 35th anniversary, but that was like a FOMO thing, and it was just emulated games. What if they went the extra mile with the 2 and they actually remastered it, giving it some new features and maybe even new content, and dropped that bad boy on Switch 1 this year? How would folks feel about that? I mean, look, obviously Nintendo's in this mode. We've had Xenoblade Chronicles X coming out next month. We just recently had Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. So, I mean, this kind of fits the mold of what Nintendo's doing here towards the end of the generation, having another remake or remaster of a beloved game. By the way, a lot of people would love for Galaxy 2 to be on Switch, let alone Switch 2, but it'll be on Switch 2 through backwards compatibility on Switch. But again, this is just my speculation. One thing I hate about rumors like this is the rumor is just Nintendo's going to do something. Well, probably, yeah, because they've done things for the 35th, for the 30th, for the 25th, for the 20th. Every 5 years for Mario, they've done that. Let me tell you, there'll probably be some 40th anniversary Mario Lego. Well, I'll just throw that out there. At least I'm giving some substance here. Maybe there's going to end up being something happening at all the theme parks, right? They're going to have 3 theme parks open across the world. I wouldn't be surprised to do some sort of celebration there where they have like a special parade or something, right? I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they release a soundtrack that we can purchase or something, right? Like Nintendo can do a lot of different things. They can go crazy with the merch at their stores. And that's the thing. Like, yeah, Nintendo's probably going to do something. And it sounds like Mario is going to be heavily leaned on at the beginning of the Switch 2 generation with a 3D Mario expected and a Mario Kart game already shown off. So I kind of feel like this is just obvious. I think all of us Nintendo fans figured Nintendo's going to do something. And we probably don't even have to wait long. March 10th, that's Mario Day. A lot of people suspect Nintendo might do announcements on that day. There could be t-shirts and a whole bunch of other stuff. Maybe a new special edition Game & Watch sort of thing like they did for Zelda's 35th anniversary. Of course, sadly, that was all they did for Zelda's 35th anniversary, but I digress. The point is, Nintendo's going to do something, and that's pretty much all this rumor states. Everyone's focused on Switch, however. Rumor is Nintendo is also working on Mario's 40th anniversary celebration as well. Source, Mr. Nintendad. And this is from Mr. Nintendad with no additional details, right? Now you can look at his hashtags, of course, if you want to try to get some hints. You see Super Mario, Mario Bros. Nintendo Switch, Luigi, Yoshi. You just see like all the major characters, Mario Kart Tour, which we know Nintendo's not doing anything with that. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right? Like, these are just random hashtags to get attention. So anyways, the point is something could happen. Something may happen. I just don't know what. So give me your thoughts on what you think this Pokemon Synapse game is down below, and if you think we'll see it this week. How excited are you for the potential of Legends ZA as well this week? And then beyond that, what do you think Nintendo will actually do with some substance here? What do you actually think Nintendo's going to do for the 40th of Mario? Because surely this is their mascot. They're going to do something. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video.